Welcome to Prime Space, Advanced Conversations in Coaching, with your host, Elias Scultori. Coaches, this is episode 2 of the 5-part series I'm delivering here at Prime Space, focused on business development. Last week I talked about the importance of reflecting on 2 specific questions before any coach starts making their marketing strategies. If you haven't listened to that episode yet, I'd encourage you to do so, because today we will start from where we left off last week. For me, the 2 most important questions every successful coach has to answer before they build their practices and while they still continue to maintain their practices, new and experienced coaches, even years into their businesses. The 2 questions are, why coaching? Why you? And I explained these questions in the previous episode and encourage you to continue to ponder these concepts. They are the anchors for a successful coaching career. These are the concepts that when you are talking with a prospective client, you will be able to draw your engagement with them from. So please take a fair amount of time to think about these questions, because today I want to move into the next level. Okay, Elias? I got it. Why coaching? Why you? Now what? So during our Level 1 program at Prime Coaching Academy, we have a whole module of business development where we address all of these points. When we get to this moment in the curriculum, I joke with the students. Let's forget the M word and move into the V word. And I say this because for coaches, usually the M word, marketing, is almost like a bad word. I don't know a single coach who truly enjoys and wholeheartedly embraces marketing. We are coaches. We want to coach. Marketing is a hassle. Usually marketing is even outside our comfort zone and we resist it. We don't want to do it. So marketing becomes a bad word because it is a chore. It's annoying. Besides the effort, the time, and the investment required for good marketing, most of us feel misaligned with the idea of selling and promoting ourselves. And we keep procrastinating, or we keep trying to find shortcuts. We become susceptible to marketing gurus and silver bullets. We get attracted to every single shining object and new toy that shows up in front of us. We spend countless hours hiding behind our social media strategies, the planning, the building, because it feels like we are doing something. But in reality, it is escape. Please, anything I can do to avoid this marketing nightmare. And that's why I joke, let's move from the M word, marketing, to the V word. So Elias, what is the V word? V stands for visibility. The idea here is very similar to marketing, but when we consider visibility, it suddenly becomes much more aligned with who we are and what coaching is all about. Let me explain here. The point is to shift our perspective from selling, pushing, and frankly being obnoxious and sometimes even inappropriate to simply showing up. We have invested so much in our development as coaches. We have the experience, we have the skills, we have the mindset. We have a powerful tool in our hands. We can't be a secret. We can't hide what we have from the world. There are hundreds of people out there who would tremendously benefit from working with us, only if they knew we were here. Next week, Renata Lurch, the Vice President of Marketing and Communications at the ICF, she will be here and she will talk about this. You will see that in the middle of the episode, she encourages coaches to think of marketing as a service. We are putting ourselves in service of our clients. We are not pushing or promoting a product that has artificial value or that the potential client is not really interested in. We are sharing a process with them that they will benefit tremendously from. It is to their benefit that we let them know what is available to them through coaching. So when I say move from M word to V word, what I mean is building a coaching business should not be about selling, pushing, or marketing practices that feel uncomfortable and misaligned. Building a practice should be based on the joy of sharing this process we are so proud of. You see how vital it is to answer the question, why coaching? It is exactly when we don't know how to answer this question that we fall into bad and ineffective marketing strategies. And if we know the answer to why coaching, if we are solid in the purpose of why coaching, of course, I want to pick up the megaphone and tell the world about this amazing process. All of a sudden, marketing is no longer a burden. It is a joy. It becomes authentic. And in that authenticity, it becomes attractive and sustainably effective. You follow me? So let's get practical here. I hope that you got the concept. Now, how do we put this in practice? What do I mean by being visible? And there are two basic points that I would encourage you to think about. And they are very simple. Find out where your potential clients are. Go and put yourself in front of them. That's it. Engage in conversation in whatever fashion works for you and works for them. We are going to talk about the pros and cons of niching in episode 5. But for now, just think of your audience. Think of a group of people you would love to work with. Think of an organization you would like to engage with. Where are the stakeholders? Where do these people hang out? What are their favorite activities? What are their interests? What groups, courses, and activities do they participate in? Where can you engage in conversation with them? And I'm not talking about conversations about coaching or a place where you will ask them to be your client. No, I don't think that works. I'm talking about authentically, open-heartedly making a connection with them, building a relationship. This doesn't even need to be in a professional space. It can be, a pickleball team, the golf court, a church. It can also be a professional organization, a conference, for example, but it can also be the Sierra Club, the Chamber of Commerce, Rotary Club, a meetup group, a yoga class. It doesn't matter. The idea is to show up, be visible, and be visible as a coach. You can start by even thinking about your close circle of friends. Does everyone know what you do? Do they understand what you do? This is not about promoting your business. It is just letting people know. I'm sure that you know what they do and what their jobs are. Do they know yours? This is not about making that person your client. This is not even about getting a client at all. This is about showing up. This is about not letting coaching become a hidden treasure you have that nobody knows about. And going a little further, there might be some formal programs or workshops you can deliver where they will not only see you, but they will see you in action. Here, you're not simply talking to them, but you are demonstrating and more extensively articulating what you do. Speaking engagements, a course, a brown bag meeting. Organizations are always looking for opportunities to create value for their employees. What can you offer them without expecting to get a client? But right there, they see you. They see how committed you are to this mindset. And you're going to share this with such conviction. Remember, why coaching, why you? That inevitably, they are going to get curious. They will want to know more. And you continue to build that relationship. They may not be ready to be your client right now. They may not even be the right client for you ever. But perhaps they may know someone else. They may be able to make a connection. And this may happen today, tomorrow, a year from now. This is not an effort that you make once. This is how you operate. You love people. You love coaching. And you want to share it with the world. Trust me. The world is thirsty for what you have to offer. The world is thirsty for the coaching mindset. The world is thirsty for humanity. Our clients, your potential clients are thirsty to be seen by you. They may not quite know that yet, but that's your job, to show up and to show them the power of coaching, to show them what is possible, to show them the core of what this practice is all about. The moment you are successful in that, your pipeline will be full. No need to sell or convince anyone. I know this is rarely something that happens overnight. Oftentimes there is a lot that needs to be cleaned up within ourselves to get to that point. I am a living proof of that. My practice did not happen quickly, but that was because I was the one in the way. The moment I was able to open up, the moment I became truly convinced of what this is about and began to let the light shine. Remember that song, "This Little Light of Mine, I'm gonna let it shine." Yeah, that's when things begin to happen. And that's my wish for you. Talk with your mentor, talk with me, talk with your colleagues. Don't hide behind a computer screen, planning forever, inaction, tricks. Don't hide behind even the frustration of not having a practice you wish for. Let's go. Become visible, and the world will respond. Thank you for listening. If this episode gave you something to think about, I'd love for you to follow the podcast and share it with another coach who would enjoy the conversation. Your comments and reviews also help more coaches discover Prime Space. Every follow, review, and like helps raise the level of conversation across our coaching profession. Prime Space is produced by Prime Coaching Academy, where these conversations continue through our ICF accredited coach training programs. Prime Coaching Academy, we go a step further. I'll see you next week.